Welcome to our new virtual experience for JA in a Day. My name is Ray. I am the co-chair of Junior Achievement, our Young Professionals Board. And during the day, I work at Radio One in their sales and advertising department. And I'm very excited to have the opportunity to virtually tell you about JA ourselves. And I've got my friend Desiree with me. Desiree?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. So my name is Desiree, and I am on the Junior Achievement Board as well. And I, during the day, work at Amica Mutual Insurance Company as an insurance underwriter. And I am super excited to be with you guys virtually as well.
Awesome. So we know by now that you all have learned about making choices, the difference between needs and wants, and saving money. And in this final lesson, we'll be learning about giving money to help others who need it.
Does anyone know what give means? Give means to make a gift of something. Imagine if you have 2 apples. What would you do with 2 apples?
I could eat them. I could possibly save one for later. Or you know what? I could give one to a friend.
How would you feel if you shared your extra apple with someone that didn't have one?
I feel awesome.
How does sharing make where we live a better place?
It helps others. It means that no one would be hungry, and it would make people happy.
Well, I can think about a time where I have been able to share my time or physical money that made the place I lived better. One in particular time that I can think about is when I was able to volunteer for Junior Achievement right in the classroom, right before we were able to go virtually. When I was able to go in person and see and give my time, that was awesome because it was able for us to connect and give my time to other students just like you to make everyone feel much better about understanding what it means to give.
Awesome. And you know what, students? Everyone can choose to make a gift of their time or money to help others. We actually are going to read you a story today called Charlie Plants a Garden. And we'll hear how children in one school give their time and their money to help their whole neighborhood. So get ready for this fun story and let's hear how they do it. Desiree?
All right, guys, so here is the story. So it is called Charlie Plants a Garden. So this storybook, you're going to meet a couple characters. And so those characters, I want to just show you a couple pictures of those characters. So we will meet Charlie and his grandma, Laura, as you can see. And we will also meet Mr. Jacobs, his teacher. So would you guys like us to get started on the story? We're going to go ahead and kick it off. Once again, Charlie plants a garden. Okay, so here we go. Charlie sat with his grandma at the kitchen table. It was the first day of spring. When I was a little girl, I lived on a farm, Grandma Laura said. Each spring, we planted a vegetable garden. The corn was sweet and delicious. I have planted a vegetable garden in a long time. Grandma Laura sighed. The next day, Charlie walked to school with his friends. A vegetable garden sounded great, he thought. Why couldn't the neighborhood have its own garden filled with fresh vegetables for everyone to enjoy? Charlie told his teacher, Mr. Jacobs, his idea for a vegetable garden. Mr. Jacobs smiled. I think we could make your idea our class project and share what we grow with the community. Mr. Jacobs said some of the vegetables would go to local food pantry to feed the hungry. Does anyone know what a food pantry is? Well, a food pantry is a place where people can go to pick up food if they don't have it at home. And so what people do at that food pantry, we also have volunteers that people that have extra food is able to give to food pantries to help out people that don't always have enough food. So Charlie and his classmates couldn't wait to get started. After working out the details, Mr. Jacobs said the class could start a neighborhood garden in the empty space across the street from the school. Mr. Jacobs gave everyone a letter to take home explaining the class project and inviting families to help. A garden would need lots of things. Mr. Jacob told the students they would sell seed cups for $1 each to raise money. Mr. Jacobs helped the students get started. He gave everyone 2 seed packets. One packet had flower seeds, the other packet had vegetable seeds. Mr. Jacobs showed everyone how to glue the pictures of their plants onto the outside of the cups. When the glue had dried, the students put soil in the cups. They put seeds on top of the soil and then covered them with more soil. Mr. Jacobs had the students put their cups on a table by the window. Everyone took a turn watering the seeds. Little green sprouts soon pushed up from the dark soil. In a few weeks, the vegetable plants would be big enough to plant in the garden. While they waited for the vegetable plants to grow, the students sold the flower pots. Family and friends put the cups in their windows for neighbors to see. When all the money had been collected, Mr. Jacobs told the class they had enough to buy 2 rakes, 2 shovels, a hose, and a watering can. They were ready to start work in their garden. Charlie liked digging in the dirt in the garden. He carefully measured the space between the holes he dug. He filled the holes with corn plants and patted the dirt in place. Spring came and went. Soon it will be summer. Charlie and his neighbors and classmates visited the neighborhood garden often, pulling weeds and watering the plants. Finally, the garden was ready for everyone in the neighborhood to start picking vegetables. Charlie picked corn to give to the food pantry and some to take home. Grandma Laura cooked the corn that night for dinner. Charlie's corn was sweet and fresh. Just like the corn Grandma Laura grew when she was young. Charlie felt happy. He knew he had worked hard and done something special for the neighborhood.
Awesome. Thank you, Desiree. That story was so good.
Of course. So, what other things could the students have done to help out their neighborhood?
Yeah, I think they could have delivered the vegetables to other neighbors with the help of adults, like packaging them all up and helping people out. They could definitely prepare the garden for next year because, of course, it'll be seasonal and the vegetables will grow back. And they also could tell their story about what they did for their neighborhood with other kids that they may know that go to their school that don't, live in their neighborhood. Maybe they could do the same thing. And also too, maybe pick up trash, not only around the garden, but in the neighborhood. That would be a good way to help out as well.
Yeah, Ray, you listed out some awesome things. And I think the kids also took away some great ideas as well. Thank you for listening, students. You guys have been really great listeners. We have really enjoyed our time with you today. And we really encourage you guys to continue to do well in school because we know that you guys are superstars.
Yes, yes. And everything that you're learning right now in kindergarten, even though you may not think it, but working together and sharing and doing your best work at everything that you do are things that you're going to continue to use the rest of your life. So definitely keep up the good job that you're doing.
And finally, the great part that you guys are probably waiting for. You guys have finally completed the program for this junior achievement. So here we have your certificates of achievement, and we really congratulate you for completing this program. We're super excited for you guys.
Awesome, guys. Well, congratulations. Enjoy. Thank you for participating and watching all of the sessions of JA ourselves. And on the behalf of Junior Achievement and the YP Board, we just want to say that we're proud of you and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your school term. Bye.
Bye.